Marcos Rosales, the third man in the ring. Pixie Elmore, the North American champion, on the left. Kathy Long, the United States champion, on the right, as they get set, Blinky, to square off 7 rounds of action for Pixie's North American championship belt.
Without a question, we have 2 top competitors in the ring, Phil. They come in condition, they come in poised, and I really believe that the fans are in for a real treat.
The lady right there, Pixie Elmore, says her idol when she was growing up, young lady by the name of Lily Rodriguez. You know anything about her?
Well, that lady just happens to be my beautiful wife.
Of 21 years.
Of 21 illustrious years, I must add, Phil.
Round 1, settle into your easy chair. This one we predict will be a war. Very important, I would assume, Blinky, for Kathy Long to establish her superiority against Pixie Elmore very, very early on.
Yes, I would have to say so, being that she is going for Pixie's North American title. Always the challenger has to come in and take control to impress the judges. And it's exactly what's going on. I mean, Kathy's come out like a cannon and just trying to jump right on the North American champion, Pixie Elmore, in the tiger shorts. Leg kick by the champion, Pixie Elmore, but Kathy Long doesn't let her bother her. She just jumps right back on her.
Pixie Elmore in the ponytail, 25 years of age. Kathy Long, also 25. Well, you look at Pixie's list of credentials. She's a black belt in Chung Do Kwan. She's also studied Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai, yoga. Really has run the spectrum of the martial arts.
Well, Kathy Long trying to establish that long jab of hers, and she throws it there and comes back with the right hand. Earlier in the round, I'm noticing the Pixie is using that left leg that I did mention would be a key to a victory, whether she goes with it as a round kick, a hook kick, or a front kick. Oh, nice roundhouse kick by Kathy Long.
Elmore right at the end of round 1, holding and hitting, and that is what Marcos Rosales is telling Pixie Elmore about right there. He's leaning over the top ropes right now, talking to the judges right next to us as we get set for round 2. I don't think it was anything Pixie meant to do. We couldn't hardly hear the bell sound ending round 1, and I'm certain Pixie didn't either, Blinky.
Well, you got to remember, you got momentum going, and it always carries. Here we have both fighters squaring up, and there's that left roundhouse kick to the head, and she comes right back with that left hand. It's a long left hand that Kathy Long's using there. The effective punch of the 2 was the kick.
Now, it's interesting when you talk to the North American champion, Pixie Elmore. She says, you know, she came out of Missouri, really never expected to make a big splash in much of anything, but she said once she started to find out just how good she could be at kickboxing, it was like a brush fire. It spread quickly.
Sure enough, and it's continuing to spread. Kathy throws the left roundhouse kick, Pixie going for the back leg that time.
Like Kathy Long. I won't say, whoa, what a right hand. No knockdown, says Rosales. And Kathy Long is hot. Appeared to be somewhat of a rabbit punch, holding behind the head and then popping her.
I'll tell you what, I hope we'll get a slow-mo at the end of the round. I'd like to see that again. Both fighters just going right for it, Phil. You know, the old saying in the fight game, Phil, protect yourself at all times. What was that right leg sweep down low?
Of course, the disadvantage, Blinky, when you deliver a roundhouse kick It puts your back to your opponent and you're off balance if you miss.
Yes, it does. It protects that problem. It's like a flying knee from Kathy Long there, Phil. You know, Kathy gets inside. You know, she surprises me with them long arms that she has. You'll notice when she gets inside, she digs to the body with that left hand. Real nice.
Elmore, the North American champion, and the Tiger Stripe. Kathy, States champion in all black. Was victimized by what appeared to be a rabbit punch in round 2. Let's take a look at it, Blinky.
Oh, no, Phil, that was not a rabbit punch. Actually, that was a chopping overhand right to put her down on one knee. Referee looked like he wasn't totally committed to getting in there and separating the two. And when he did jump in, Pixie already landed that right hand.
I think like the thing Kathy Long might have been protesting was that the referee might have yelled break. She relaxed and then got caught.
Well, normally a referee, if he's going to break him, they got to be really tied up, or he's got to get in there to separate him. And he jumped in from the middle of the...
Action in round 3 now.
Kathy Long came out quick and threw a left hook that looked like it might have stung Pixie just for a second. Oh, nice right hand. And I don't know how Kathy must have hoped. And there she goes down again, and she's getting counted this time.
You know, Blinky, Kathy had better start spending more time worrying about Pixie Elmore than that mat surface.
Without a question, the Quiet Tiger is serious business. Every opportunity she's gotten, she has capitalized on it.
Long down twice here early on in round 3.
You know, initially that first knockdown was not a knockdown, but it looked like Long was hanging on to Pixie Elmore's arm, and it caused her not to go down. She stepped back to take a look at the mat for some reason and got clocked with an overhand right.
Can't imagine what Kathy Long would have been thinking.
Kathy Long throwing a right high kick and trying to come back with a spinning back kick. Neither one of the two landing, but she tried that earlier in the first round. I think that's something she's trying to set up. There goes that right hand again, Phil. She's walking right into it. Earlier in the first round, Kathy Long came out, was establishing that long jab, and it was keeping Pixie at bay, giving her the distance to work her long arms and legs. And Pixie's finding that distance now and seems to be just landing consecutively with that right hand. And she tried it again.
Final 10 seconds now of round 3, and it has been a Pixie Elmore round.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that again, Phil. You'll notice, from what I gathered, the first right hand that landed on Kathy Long, it buckled her. She held on to the arm of the champion, and the referee came in. When she stepped back, she looked down. Here we go here. There's the first right hand.
You're right.
She almost goes down, but she's hanging onto the arm. She kind of staggers back and looks down like to say, I slipped the first time, and boom, this time she does go down.
I can't believe someone with Kathy Long's experience, she's 8-0, she's the United States champion, would stop momentarily and look down at the ring. That's going to be ruled a slip, I believe.
He rules it a slip, but she looked like she ran into another right hand. Without a question, she is hurt right now, Phil.
And that is a knockdown, and Kathy Long does not like it. She wants more of the North American champion, Pixie Elmore.
Seen Pixie turn around, jumped up on that top rope, thinking that the bout was over, but she's in for a fight with Kathy Long. She's tough, and she's come to fight.
Again, walking into a straight right hand.
And that's very smart on the part of the defending champion, because if you're landing a certain particular punch or kick, why not keep throwing it? If the opponent's not going to make the adjustment, and now she comes up high with the right leg, Phil. Why try to make an adjustment and do something else? Like the old saying, if it works, why fix it?
Kathy Long, Blinky, it seems, making a serious tactical mistake by walking straight in at Elmore.
Without a question, the first round she came out, she established her reach, her distance, and really confused Elmore. And here again, this time she's pulled down to the mat, and I'm starting to wonder maybe she might be slipping. Good left hook by the Quiet Tiger. That's one of her money punches that she throws, and that one landed flush. Kathy Long, a very tough young lady.
Long slipping once again. Well, Kathy Long, just watch her. She's the one in all black, standing right in front of Elmore.
And there goes those body shots by Long that I talked about earlier. She just threw 4 consecutive left hooks to the body.
Now, Blinky, final seconds now of round 4, round 5 of our main event. And Kathy Long has got to get to work in this 7-round title fight.
You know, I'll tell you, Phil, in the styles of these two fighters here, you would think that Kathy Long would be the one that was countering more, that would be using the ring more, using that reach and height advantage. But here, I noticed that Pixie Elmore is the one that is moving back and resetting up and being the thinker of the two fighters.
Well put. I don't think there's any question that Pixie is simply outboxing Kathy Long.
She threw a left leg and tried to come back with that right hand. It's been landing for her all night, but maybe Kathy Long is starting to get a little wise to it. Nice front kick to the body by Kathy Long, right? Pixie had nowhere to go. She was on them ropes.
Every time Kathy Long delivers that front kick inside, it almost looks as if she's bending that leg to land the knee.
The knee or the shin, one of the two. I've noticed that also, Phil. And let me tell you, that's very damaging. There she caught Pixie Elmore with a right leg kick to the thigh, and Elmore counters with a straight right hand. It's a give-and-take situation there. For those of you viewers that have never been kicked on the thigh, believe me, it's a lot of pain.
Final 30 seconds now of round 5. Now Long trying to move inside against the North American champion.
I'll tell you, Kathy Long seems to having the best round of this fight, this particular round. She seems to be settling down a little more and thinking and not just lunging so much.
It is Kathy Long's best round of this fight thus far.
And you notice when Kathy comes back to her corner, she does quite a sales job. She comes back, them arms are lifted up. As far as she's concerned, she's won every round.
Now she was down twice in the first minute of round 3. And since then, it seems as if she has consistently gotten a second win.
Yes, she has. Although, at this particular point of the fight, I think that Kathy Long is really going to have to have some big rounds in order to really get back in this fight. The champion is still the champion, and you do have to take it from the champion.
She only has 2 rounds to get it done. Kathy Long, unofficially on our cards, trailing Pixie Elmore. Now, Kathy says her dream, Blinky, is to become a world champion and then to take on the top 3 contenders on the same day. And she vows she will do it.
Well, God bless her. I'll tell you, if you notice the champion here, Phil, she's just trying to bring Kathy in. It seems that the champion is sitting back and just trying to draw her to her to try to counter, I guess, with the right hand, because it's just been working for her all night. There she goes again. She pulls out, and then she sets up, and then she lets something fly. There goes the right leg. And I can't help but look around at some of the men in this audience, and they got their jaws hanging from the action of this bout, Phil.
I told you at the outset of the telecast, if you have not seen lady kickboxers, stay right in front of your TV set. Boy, what a main event it has been.
Good jab by Kathy Long. Nice and stiff. That's as good a jab as any man would throw.
I had Long winning round 1 and round 5. 2, 3, and 4 decisive rounds for Pixie Elmore. Final 30 seconds now of round 6. Whoa, what a right hand by Long.
And that did hurt Elmore, without a question. And Long is coming on. 2 to the body real quick. And 1 to the head.
Elmore hanging on for dear life. Final 10 seconds. Long knows she has got the champ in trouble. That's the end of round 6. Don't go away. We'll be back for the final round in a moment. Blinky Rodriguez, I'm Phil Stone. The wink was from Kathy Long, and we are set to go in the 7th and final round. And Blinky, I have Kathy Long winning rounds 1, 5, and 6. Pixie Elmore 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I'll tell you, there's not a question it's going to be a close fight. The champion came on strong early. The challenger's coming on strong late. And we're in the last round. So this round's definitely going to decide this bout. And neither one of them wasting any time, Phil.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
You know, at this point, unofficially again, Kathy Long, if she loses this fight, can look back to round 3 when she was floored by Elmore, got up, appeared to be kind of moving something on the canvas with her foot, and Elmore came in and decked her again.
Without a question, I would have to say she'd have to attribute a loss to a lack of concentration. But here she's concentrating with that right hand this bout. And you know, she hadn't thrown many right hands.
What is that bell? Wait just a minute. We had a bell halfway through the 7th and final round. Now hold on a minute.
Well, I'll tell you, the time is kept by an appointed timekeeper that is brought in by the State Athletic Commission.
That's it. That's it, Blinky. Well, you hate to see this happen anytime, but particularly in a title fight. And Blinky, by my clock, I have this at 1 minute and 3 seconds. It was supposed to be a 2-minute round, and I think that has to work to the disadvantage of Kathy Long.
I would have to agree with you. Nevertheless, the timekeeper is appointed by the state. He comes in, and obviously there was a mistake.
To put it mildly, Blinky, let's go to the ring now and get the decision.
We have a split decision. Judge David Menefee scores it 66-65, Elmore. Judge Howard Sidman scores it 66-65, Kathy Long. Scores it 67-67, a split decision draw.
Oh, my. And now you see the importance of that extra minute that was taken away from these fighters in round 7. For Pixie Elmore, she is obviously distressed. For Kathy Long, she has to feel she dodged a bullet. For Blinky Rodriguez, I'm Phil Stone.